Recording. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, welcome back, everybody, to Arcanus Impetum, specifically back to the lands of Titus. Thank you all so much for joining us again. I'm super excited to have this second session here. So, how about we all hop on into it then? Now, when last all of us at this table here met, we were all welcomed to the land of Titus, a continent that is divided into various territories named after various gemstones that a man named Titus named when he discovered this continent. Our story takes place in specifically the Emerald Province in a little village called Berkua, a simple farming village that has recently come under a string of bad luck due to a relatively new warband of goblins coming together, raiding them when they would try to deliver various trade routes of their goods, of their animals, things like that. A somewhat band of people came together. The village itself had a dedicated healer, that being the likes of the Ollius, overseeing the wounds, trying to help defend the people as much as they could. Again, with a string of bad luck, unfortunately, they're not able to make a whole lot of progress. So, a group of individuals met together in a tavern, decided maybe we're going to try to help out these individuals. We're going to try to help this village at least get their supplies. Maybe we can tackle the larger issue, while also each of these individuals have their own personalized tasks. The members of this little band of adventurers compose of Carter, the human, kind of a quiet man, a little gruff, rides on a horse everywhere he goes. Freya, timid's not the right word, but pretty excited magic user of some sort. We actually don't know too much about her. The aforementioned Ollius, a divine healer who has been actually in Berkua for a couple of weeks now, overseeing and aiding the townsfolk. Dahlia, a pink-skinned tiefling girl who was here on some business proposition, mostly just to oversee and make sure some business deal went down properly. And then lastly, Razor, a pale-skinned, slightly seasick-looking human barbarian was in the village to help deliver some goods from one person to another. This group of adventurers came together and they were told the little encampment some of the goblins use before they raid certain trade routes. With some interesting improvisational skills, Carter and Razor teamed up to help take on some of these goblins, while Freya, Ollius, and Dahlia helped fight them off from a distance. At the end of this combat, each of you actually ended up sparing the leader of this little group of goblins. Kind of a bigger looking one that went by the name of Freya. He told you that he's part of the warband and Hookface, some type of hobgoblin leader that has come together, and the warband itself has actually taken residence in a nearby desecrated temple. Where we open to now is each of you all gathered around this campsite, essentially setting up to rest for the night. It's still about maybe 5:30 or 6 o'clock in the evenings, so it's not necessarily night. After a band of goblins, without knowing too much about them, maybe isn't the smartest idea at night, but that is where we open up. Each of you are currently gathered around this campsite doing whatever it is you would like to do. It was kind of assumed in this downtime that you would gather up most of, if not all, of the supplies that were raided by these goblins. It is scattered off into a little cart that was nearby. There are a number of tents that are already set up in this area, so you guys can set up your own tents if you want to. But each of you do have that ability if you so choose to. So, with that in mind, Carter, you weren't necessarily the one to take down the last goblin. Again, the goblin leader was the one taking the last. But you did have at least have a hand in one of the few that tried running away when their boss was unconscious. Ever since that fight has ended and you're been kind of keeping a distance from the rest of the party, you can't help but feel like some type of unease inside of you. You're not entirely sure as to why, but maybe it was something that you ate at the tavern. Maybe it was just from riding around for hours on end, but you feel just a little uneasy. You feel like something kind of stirring inside of you. But you do see the various individuals, people that are much younger than at least 10 years at the most, setting up this campsite. You have the very excited, very energetic Razor. You have Freya kind of keeping to herself. You have Ollius kind of tending to their own wounds or kind of just looking over the party. And then Dahlia as well, who, again, is kind of just helping with this. So, Carter, what would you like to do in this camp currently? Euler?
Carter? Maybe he's sleeping.
Oh, thought I was unmuted. Carter's gonna sit on one of the logs and pop open his brown journal and start writing down what he's noticed about the goblins. And he's also, if everyone's doing their own thing, he's gonna take the time to look at some of the pages of notes that he has about his case in the journal to see if there's any connection here, because he hasn't looked into it since his journey. He just went to the area where he has files.
Sure.
So he's gonna read those.
Your journal and your dossier doesn't exactly have too much written down in it. It is a bit simple. Even like you reading it, you were expecting like this big, intricate thing, but it kind of just goes into detail about specific, not about any individual that you should like hunt down, but more of a specific type of individuals, like plural. People that would naturally be considered like evil, or perhaps have done horrendous things. You're not necessarily sure as to why that's of such importance in your journal, but you do get the feeling that maybe Fang described his war boss, Hookface the Hobgoblin. You get the feeling that might be a good place to start to maybe see if you can get a lead. Maybe there's something there.
So the files I have from the papers I got from Rick would just say that there's stuff going down here.
Somewhat. Again, it's more of a instruction manual than it is like actual directions. But
Gotcha.
Yeah, you can kind of connect that what you're reading right now. Yeah, this area and maybe not the goblins themselves, because goblins kind of just follow the strongest dude. So they're not maybe of too much importance, but you do get the sense that maybe finding their leader would be a smart deal.
Damn it, Rick. We're not supposed to be fighting goddamn goblins. Then you see Carter scribble some stuff down in his brown notebook, puts it away, and then sits back and I guess he takes a little bit of a nap, a little bit of a rest, knowing that he has to later on, I guess, with this little team that he's found, fight a big boy goblin. All right, and he lowers his hat over his eyes and rests again.
Absolutely. Razor, you are in a fairly unique position while you're here. You've been out at sea for a long time, and now you're grounded. You're on solid foot. There's no smell of the sea. You don't have the wind blowing in your hair. You don't hear the familiar cry of seagulls. But you're surrounded with new people that, have been pretty friendly to you, people that, could maybe be some new friends for you. There's a couple that at least stand out maybe a little more. You've noticed the pink tiefling and then the like pale-skinned human Freya. Those two have been like kind of the friendliest, or at least as far as talking to you goes. Ollius has been a little more reserved, still respectful, but reserved. And Carter's been Carter. He's been a little distant. But what are you doing as far as like setup or around the camp currently? Did you see Carter was like looking over a journal of some sort? That's kind of maybe a frustrated look on him. He closed the journal and just kind of leaned back. He's got his hat covering his eyes now.
I will sing a song.
Go for it. What are you saying?
I will sing a song. Probably, actually, I'll sing a rendition of a song from my childhood.
Okay.
To the best of my ability, how I can remember it from what I've heard. But it'll probably be all wrong.
Okay.
But a song of heroes.
Okay. You try to remember the lyrics as much as you can. You have some vague memories of like your aunt singing this song like maybe once or twice. But there's not too much to recall per se. Go ahead and make a performance check.
I rolled a natural 20, actually. Oh, I forgot to use the dice app.
You know that we'll still count it. While you don't remember 100% of the lyrics, you're actually able to improvise your own as you go about singing. You're used to singing more in the cadence of sea shanties, so it kind of has that type of rhythm to it, something that anyone here at the camp can clap along to or stomp their foot to. But you do sing this beautiful, again, improvised soldiers, poets, and the intensity of conflict, but also the beauty of it. While you do so, the rest of you at the camp do notice Razor starting this song, maybe starting with a beat on the log that she's sitting on. Carter, you can't help but notice, but maybe lift your hat up and with one eye poke out, just notice her starting this song. Same thing, Freya, as you're kind of tending to the fire, making sure there's enough wood in it. You do hear this. Ollius and Dahlia, it's the same thing for you guys, whatever task you're doing. It's not fully interrupted, but you do take a moment to look off and notice the energetic human starting some type of song.
Freya's gonna bob her head to the music a little bit as she's dealing with the fire.
And
Alright.
Dahlia will be clapping to the beat of the song.
Beautiful. Razor, you notice that, unlike in the past where your fellow shipmates would join in, but there was always like that one stick in the mud that wouldn't, or at least he wouldn't really talk on occasion. You do notice just how quickly the rest of your fellow adventurers join in with you. While this is going on, Ollius, what are you?
Right now, I'm just kind of double checking everything in the wagon of the townsfolk stuff that we're going to be bringing back at a later time, making sure everything is safe, nothing's expired or unopened, could potentially be a hazard to either us carrying it back or to the people once we return it to them.
Sure. Tell you what, go ahead and make an investigation check then.
Alright. Oh god, a 9.
You a lot of the actual items are fairly standard, almost boring to kind of look at. This is a farming village, so it is mostly like various crops, various wheats, grains. There is a barrel or two of some salted meat. So you do notice if you wanted to cook something, they might not notice one or two pieces of meat missing from their supply. But it's really nothing that would stand out.
Alright. In that case, Ollius settles down by the fire once he's done with his little rounds at the wagon and just listens along to Razor singing.
Wonderful. So, as far as encampment here goes, I didn't mention that you don't have to try to go to the goblins at night. However, I still would like to point out that is an option that exists. So, what would you guys like to do around this time? It's getting closer to maybe 6:30.
So is it dark already?
It's like it's dusk, so there is still like a little bit of light, but it's getting dark.
Okay, then I'll wait on what I was gonna do, and Freya's gonna go around and kind of like organize the tents where we'll be sleeping and make sure they're like comfortable, and also check for any other like belongings that we might have missed.
Sure, make an investigation check.
Oh right, I forgot we're doing the new dice. One moment. There's a 20, so I didn't get a 20. I'm just D20. I got a 15 plus 3, so 18.
Nice. Most of the tents they're humanoid tents, but the goblins kind of took refuge in the tent. So you do see there are a lot of animal hides that are kind of strewn about. There are a couple of bones of some specific kind dangling, like almost like a chandelier would. It's meant to be decorative. You do notice like some spare goblin clothes just kind of thrown around. There are a couple of spare weapons. You do across all of the tents, you maybe find about 10 standard arrows and then 2 scimitars. Apart from that, you do find scattered across the tent there are a couple of loose gold coins. So you do scrounge up maybe 10 gold pieces.
Okay. Freya's gonna definitely like do a sweep through and like take out the items that like she does not want to sleep under bones. She's gonna take those things out and like organize them as like, okay, here's some weapons, here's some money, and here's goblin clothes, and she's gonna set them out because she doesn't know what to do with them.
Wonderful. The rest of you do see Freya kind of doing this it takes maybe 15 minutes for her to go through every single thing. But you do see on occasion she'll come out and like just kind of discard some bones outside the tent, or not discard, but organize it. Razor, you've been around orcs before, so you recognize these are like animal bones, mostly stuff that was hunted. So you do see the occasional like squirrel bone, some bones that belong to a couple of squirrels, maybe a bird or two.
If there are
Nothing-
any bigger bones, I will grab one and start whittling.
Alright, how big of a bone are you looking for?
Something that's able to be. It would have to be like the leg bone of a larger animal.
Yeah. Well, it kind of worked out that that the goblins were hunting people as well. You do spot a couple of like bones that maybe belong to the horses that some of these farmers had. So it's pretty easy to find something that can be medium to large size. You're not going to find any like human bones, but you do see like a horse leg or like a rib or two.
Nice.
So as you squat by the fire and start whittling the bone down, what are you trying to turn it into?
I will try, emphasis on the try, to carve a fish.
Okay. Like into the bone, or similar to how like a tribal carving or like even a dwarven rune into the bone itself, or you're trying to make a fish out of it?
I'll try to make a fish.
Sure. Make a dexterity check.
Okay. Well,
It's not very pretty, but after about maybe half an hour, 45 minutes, you're able to finish off your rough carving of a little fish. Like a standard trout, something that you would have eaten while sailing.
I will pocket that for safekeeping.
All right. Before too long, nighttime does start to descend upon all of you. Carter, have you been napping this whole time, or what have you been up to? Carter?
He's
My
so
bad
stoic.
happened again. Carter assumed that later in the night they'd be heading out to take care of the goblin leader, so he was taking advantage of the downtime to rest, hopefully maybe even a short rest.
Yeah, I would say I would say all of you can benefit from a short rest if you're not going to bed immediately.
Also, because I sang an encouraging song, Freya and Ollius can gain heroic inspiration.
Ooh, that's right. I forgot you can do that.
Oh my gosh.
Wait, what? What happened?
Dahlia too, right?
No, only Freya and Ollius. It's only 2 allies
Ooh,
at this level,
gotcha.
at least.
I don't think I did that right. There's nothing changed.
What do we add again? Sorry, I'm usually the one.
You get a heroic inspiration, so there should be a little marker on your character sheet. I actually think you already have one, Freya, but it's that thing that looks like a sun kind of person.
The sun?
Do I have to, like, manually
Yeah,
roll?
so again, I think you already have that.
Cool.
then
Yay, thank you.
Maybe Dahlia can get one instead.
Yeah.
What did you?
That lets you re-roll a d20.
Ooh, wait, did you give
Only
that to
once.
me?
No, sorry, Carter.
Oh.
You were napping.
Yeah, you napped through her song. So,
For the short rest, I've been clicking it, but it's not changing my hit points. Do I have to roll the hit dice myself?
yeah, so once you hit short rest, it should give you the option of how many or how many dice you want to roll. Then Beyond should roll it for you and automatically heal you.
It didn't roll.
Interesting.
Oh, so you have to select the box, and then it should pop up with like 1d and whatever your dice is. Then you have to click on that, and then click Take Short Rest.
I see. Okay.
Alright, so I click the box for my fighter hit dice, and then
Yep.
I click Take
and
Short
then
Rest.
it should pop up with... No. Right above that should be a button that says like 1d and then whatever your hit die is.
It's
then
not
8.
letting me. Weird. Okay, so I'll roll it manually. I guess 1d10.
Yeah, I'd say just roll it manually at that point.
That's so weird. I probably have to refresh, but I'm not going to risk it. 1d10 plus 2. Plus 2, so I heal 7. Yay! That's good. I am back at the max HP.
Alright. So, Dahlia, you're the only individual I haven't asked what you're doing in this downtime. So what would you be up to? Apart from listening in and clapping along to Razor's song.
So I already buried the dead goblins, right?
Yes, the goblins have been buried outside of the encampment space, but it took you a while because you're not the strongest, but you did eventually dig a decently sized hole for some goblins.
Then probably more just dusting myself off, reflecting on the day, and reading over the notes that I have.
All right. So, while you guys are all relaxed, you do notice Carter kind of gathering his things, almost as if he's about to set out again.
Freya's gonna go approach him. What are you doing?
Was gearing up to go head out and hit that goblin leader we all been talking about.
Well, we have 3 days. So shouldn't we strategize a little bit more?
Y'all want to wait?
I don't want to wait a whole lot of time, but we can scout out. We can scout the area and then go there. But we don't have to go there now, do we?
I know as much as you do. But it seems that whatever's wrong here with these goblins is what I gotta take care of too. If y'all want to wait 3 days, y'all are dealing with this too, yeah, I'll wait with y'all. So what's the plan?
Well, I don't think we're going to wait 3 days. I was more thinking first we need to... I mean, I know it's in a temple, and... But that's... We don't know, like, the exact spot, so... I was thinking we could send someone or something. We could send a scout or something to see where it is. And then they come back, and then we can go from there.
Sounds like a plan. Interesting.
You,
Now
you
we
think
are
so?
cautious.
It's a good plan?
I think it's
Razor,
enough.
while these two are talking, can you just make a perception check for me?
A perception check?
Yes, please.
Sure can.
Hovering my finger over
Yeah,
the
that's a
battle playlist.
Freya's gonna go kind of off
That's...
into the...
Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry. She's just gonna walk a little bit out into the dark of the woods for a minute. She's gonna summon a familiar at some point, but Carly first.
I
Oh,
rolled
well,
another
it's-
natural 20.
Oh,
Well, it almost works out. Razor, you haven't really been paying attention to the actual conversation Freya and Carter had outside of like the important stuff. You know, we're not going to go hunt these guys down immediately, sort of thing. But as you notice Freya kind of breaking off, you notice that just in like the smokiness of the fire, maybe her eyes are a little irritated. It's kind of hard to tell. But you swear you see like an almost starry type of pattern on the actual eyeball of Freya. Like the iris itself is still bright and blue, but the ball itself, you swear you almost see like a couple of stars swirl over it.
And wait, did she walk away, or is she still...
She's walking away currently. You see that she's finished her conversation with Carter, and she is now leaving the camp.
I'm gonna go after her.
Sure. Are you sneaking after her, or just walking up?
I'm just gonna run right after her.
Sure. Freya, while you're walking off, you get maybe 15 feet outside of the camp before you hear like the crunching of leaves and tree branches following behind you.
Where are you going?
I was going... Well, I know a spell that I thought could maybe help us find out where the temple is.
Hey, that's a good idea. Would you show me how you do that?
Sure. Yeah. I haven't... Yeah. So I'm going to cast Find Familiar, and I'm going to... It's dark, right?
Yes, it would be considered nighttime.
I'm gonna summon an owl.
All right. So you close your eyes, you try to focus your magic as you see a bluish, again, almost astral-like magic start to crackle in your hands. You fire out this little like tuft, almost this little speck of just raw magic before you see this little dot expand. And, well, what type of owl do you summon?
I can't think of the species, but something that can see in the dark and is somewhat stealthy. So probably like a barn owl, I'm guessing.
Sure.
They can see in the dark, right?
I believe all owls can. Don't quote.
Yeah.
So, Razor, you see this tiny little speck just appear next to you as you see what looks like a standard barn owl just apparate and manifest on the ground.
Whoa! Where did that come from?
My magic.
Really?
And Freya's... Yes. Freya's gonna kind of put her hand down and let the familiar hop onto her hand and give a little couple head scritches.
You see the owl hop onto your arm and kind of like tuck its head in as you pet it. It's enjoying it.
Wow, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Hey, why do your
It's
eyes have stars in them?
oh, um, well,
Sorry, was that rude?
it's no, it wasn't. Well, it's a complicated situation, but I guess you could say they were a gift from a friend.
Huh. Well, that was a nice gift. They're very pretty.
Thank you. Your music was really good.
You think so?
Yes, I haven't heard anything like that before.
Oh, I don't know. It's just something I came up with.
You came up with the lyrics and everything?
Kind of. It's based on a song I heard a long time ago, but I couldn't really remember the words, so I just sort of improvised.
Well, I mean, that's an amazing skill.
Thanks. I hope one day I can write songs about my journeys, maybe even ours, when we all become heroes.
That's right. You said you wanted to be a hero. Why do you want to be a
Yeah.
hero? If that's
Well,
all right to ask.
yeah, no, it's okay. I mean, I want to help people. And where I grew up, I wasn't really allowed to leave home. So I always wanted to see the world and become an adventurer. And well, great adventurers get to do fun things, like slay dragons and save princes. And I want to do that. I think it sounds fun.
Well, I mean, you certainly have the attitude for it. And I do think the world could use a lot more people who want to be heroes.
What about you? You want to be a hero too, right?
Well, not particularly. And it's not that I want to help people. I've never really imagined myself as a hero or anything, but today felt nice, knowing that people are gonna get their belongings again, and I mean, you never know. Someone might have lost something really important to them, and if we didn't intervene, they might never have gotten it back. But
Yeah.
because we did something, they might. So I guess, sort of. I had a dream, and now it's unclear. I don't really know what I want.
Well, I think you'd
And
make a great hero, Freya.
thank you. That's very sweet. And Freya is like a little embarrassed because she gets nervous when she gets complimented, so she's gonna kind of turn to the familiar and at least let the familiar know what to do telepathically real quick.
Sure.
I'm gonna tell the familiar to fly, look for a temple with goblins, and come back and tell me where it is and how to get there when it gets back. If it gets
Alright.
back. We'll see.
You kind of shoot your arm forward, and you see the owl fly off a little northward from where you are. But you see it fly off in the distance. Before too long, you do feel the telepathic connection you have with the owl get severed. Not because you don't notice or you don't feel like the dispersal of magic, but it's just outside of that range now.
So that owl should go and come back and let me know where the temple is with all the goblins. It's theoretically. I haven't tried this before, so I don't know.
All right.
Well, wait, did you say that to me?
Yeah, sorry, I didn't
Oh, okay.
specify.
Well, thanks, Freya. That'll make it a lot easier to find them.
Of course. I just hope it works.
I'm sure it will. You're a great spellcaster, so of course it'll work.
Thank you. Well, we better get back to the camp.
Right. Maybe I'll go find some food for everyone.
And, Razor, if you play music again, I also have a lyre, so maybe we could play music together.
Really? You'd want to?
Of course. I don't get a whole lot of time to use it, and it's, so it would be nice.
Okay. Maybe we can sing a song that you know.
I don't know if, we'll see. I'd like to go along with whatever, songs you know. Or we could make something up, like you did. I've never done that before. That sounds fun.
Yeah, it is fun. Let's do that.
All right. Awesome. And Freya's gonna start heading back.
All righty. We'll say
Razor's
the night-
doing that, like, punching the air thing when you get really excited.
Oh.
We'll say, Razor, you go out hunting. It's pretty easy to find some basic animals. There's a couple of foxes. Again, there's maybe a bird or two if you want to try to bring that. It's relatively easy to find something that's good enough food to feed you guys. Some of you are still, like you have some horse nearby, so you're a little fine in that sense. But you do nonetheless bring something back for everyone to eat. Before too long as well, Freya, you see off in the distance the tree line, your owl kind of fly back and just perch itself on the log next to you.
Telepathically, I'm gonna go. So, find anything?
Yes, I did. There is a temple a bit of a distance north of here. There is an easy pathway to get there, but there are some goblins I noticed, and a big furry thing. The temple itself is not very populated, but it does still have a couple of those tricky little things as well. Some more goblins, a couple more of the furry things, as well as a couple of wolves.
Wolves?
Yes. One or two of the goblins tried taking a shot at me. Luckily, they couldn't hit me.
That's good. I was a little worried about that.
Yes.
Well, thank you. Do you know what the big furry things are?
They are unfamiliar to me, but they were about your size, covered in fur, and had some weird-looking hammer things.
Oh, that's concerning. Well, thank you so much. You did a great job.
Of course. Do you keep the owl summoned, or do you dispel it after thanking it?
To keep the owl summoned because she would feel bad just letting him go right now. So she's gonna keep him summoned, and once we get food, give him a little something to eat.
Okay. We'll say for the time being, then the owl kind of just flies off into one of the trees outside of the encampment. Just because it's not used to being around people. Before too long, Razor does come back to the camp again with a couple of foxes in tow for everyone to eat. So it's eventually skinned, cooked. It's unseasoned meat, but it's something that will feed you. It'll be something to fuel each of you. Ollius, while Freya and Razor have been doing their thing, and everything is tended to, what have you been doing while just around?
Mostly been just eyeing the piles of bones and other discarded items from the tents and stuff that Freya had taken out, and have been moving it further away from the camp just to make sure that everything remains clean where we will be sleeping and also eating, more importantly.
Thank you. Freya calls out.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
All right, before too long, each of you gather around the fire you have a little plate of fox available to you. Kind of realizing, oh, hey, all of us did this together, we managed it. So what's going through everyone's heads right now?
I'm thinking, I'm pretty much bouncing in my seat, can barely keep still because I'm so excited that I'm with all of these people and we have a quest. And probably I will be asking everyone, what should we do next?
Well, I hear we're waiting. How long are you waiting?
I think long enough for us to get some rest and sleep if we need to. I know I'm here for a reason, so maybe I should start drafting a letter to my professor at some point. Or maybe I should just wait until we finish it, because then, how's the saying go? Ask for forgiveness, not permission. I don't think I would get in trouble for slaying goblins, but that wasn't a part of the assignment, so maybe I'll just let him
Hey, I
know
like that
that
one.
is a happy accident.
Ask forgiveness, not permission. I'm gonna do that.
Oh, Lord.
It was a saying I heard, and I'm not really good at applying it myself, but I think it applies here.
I think so. So, when should we leave?
I can
Ollius,
scout out.
what do you think?
Well, personally, I think that given we do have 3 days, that we see how we feel tomorrow, perhaps in the morning, and go from there.
Oh, yes. The other
Okay.
thing I realized slipped my mind is that the temple is a little bit north, and apparently there are wolves and goblins, and my familiar said something about big furry things about human size with hammers, so we should keep that in mind. That's also why I think we should get some rest.
Okay, interesting.
All right.
I can also take a look in the morning and see if there's any traps over there.
True.
That's true. You are very stealthy. Oh, and you can look for secret entrances or any way we could get an advantage on them?
Do that too.
Wow.
Thank you.
You guys are great. And what can I do?
I think for tomorrow, we'll put more of our hard hitters in the front, given you and Carter are quite the battle masters compared to I, for example. I prefer to have our strongest out in the front.
You think I'm a battle master?
You know more
thank
about
you,
fighting
Ollius.
than I do.
And I will pull Ollius into a hug.
Oh,
I
thank
think
you.
are greatly
Thank you. No, thank
overestimating
you.
my
That's
abilities.
Are you
Ollius
okay,
very
Ollius?
weakly puts his hands around her to return the hug, but very clearly is a little bit uncomfortable by the action.
Are you alright, Ollie?
I'm fine, just was not expecting that is all. Don't worry, I'm okay, I promise.
By the way, Dahlia,
Yes.
I've been meaning to ask, are those birthmarks or tattoos? They're really pretty.
Oh, they're tattoos that I got when I finished school.
Oh, you go to school? Or you went?
When I was a kid, I didn't seek further education, unfortunately, but I always loved this flower. I just think it's rather gorgeous.
It is. Beautiful. And it suits your name, too.
Thank you.
Of course.
I like your hair complements your eyes. There's like a very nice contrast there. Suits you.
Thank you. Wow, everyone here is so complimentary and nice.
Well, I guess we should get some sleep. Maybe if we're going to leave first thing tomorrow.
I can take
Yes,
first
we should-
watch.
No, let me.
Oh, okay, I'll
I've
be up
gotten
for a little longer.
All right. I've pretty much got a good wink of sleep. Let me know. I can take over 2 watches if you need. I'll just nap till the morning.
Alright,
Oh.
sounds good.
Alright, so, Ollius, then you're taking first watch?
I will be, don't worry. I have to wash up before I head to rest, so I'll have a good hour at least to be able to keep a lookout over camp.
Then I'll take second, if that's alright.
That's
So
good.
you guys are just deciding who's taking watch.
Yes.
Yeah, going on who's doing what.
Wonderful. Luckily, from like Ollius, you're in a unique like a position where like you don't need 8 hours of sleep. You only need 4. It's
Yeah.
more like a meditation for you. It's not necessarily sleep. So yeah, for sure. If you guys are going to be taking watch while you sleep, then I'll just need a perception check from each of you.
Alright, 1 second.
You got it, boss.
Okay, hold on. And then you add the. I got 18.
Perception?
11.
13.
All right, Carter, what did you get?
So, I'm afraid to use the digital dice because last time I opened it, my whole computer stuttered.
You don't have to use it, it's fine.
Ooh, yeah, let me roll regular then. Oh, bad perception. Oh, a 9.
Okay. You know, each of you don't necessarily notice anything too out of the ordinary. Ollius, you said you got an 18?
Yeah, I got a 16, and then I added the 2.
Okay. The most that like stands out to you, I would say, is maybe like you can hear like the occasional shuffling through the trees, but it sounds more like monkeys than anything.
Okay.
You do notice, like in one of the trees, there was an owl that's kind of perched, but you kind of just figure it's Freya's, so you don't pay much mind to it. You can just see it occasionally looking down at you, and then like flying off every now and then. But the night itself goes by relatively peacefully. If there's anything each of you wanted to do while it's just you awake, you can speak now for a peace sort of thing. But if not, you guys can all gain the benefit of a long rest as you all sleep throughout the night.
Can
Alright, alright.
I do something?
Yeah, what would you like to do?
I would like to, if there's like spare strips of fabric around, take those and maybe like 8 pieces and dip them in the oil that I have and wrap them around 8 arrows.
Yeah, go for it.
I
So,
would like to. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
oh my bad. So, Dahlia, just take 8 normal arrows out, and you can add a custom like 8 oil tipped arrows. And then, sorry, Razor, what were you gonna do?
No, that was my bad. I would like to pen a letter to my captain.
Go for it. What do you want to write?
I will say, hi, Captain. I am on an adventure. The package has been delivered to Malison, but I don't know when I'll be back. See you soon, Razor.
Oh my gosh.
Love it.
Perfect.
All right. The rest of the night goes by relatively quietly for the rest of you. Again, Carter, you have some trouble sleeping. Again, you can feel like sometimes maybe it's just an indigestion kind of thing. It's something making you a little uncomfortable. Freya, likewise, you kind of take a while to go to sleep, but eventually each of you get the proper rest. You hear or I guess you wouldn't hear it from this distance, but each of you are up. Razor, I would even say you're more used to waking up at like the crack of dawn just because of how it is on your ship. So you would probably be the first one awake in this whole group, but eventually you do see your fellow adventurers leaving their tent, kind of getting in their morning stretches. You see Carter's horse is just kind of grazing in the corner. So, you guys have a general consensus as to where you have to go. So, for the sake of heading towards the temple, assuming that is the intent each of you have, what is the order of you guys heading? Like, who's going to be in the front? Who's going to be pulling at the rear? So on and so forth.
Can I run ahead so that I can do like recon, see if there's traps and everything, and see if maybe I know what those furry things that were mentioned last night are?
Yeah, absolutely. Are you like stealthing while doing this, or are you just
Yes, I would be stealthing.
wonderful? Just give me a stealth roll now.
Okay. That is an 18.
18. Okay.
Right?
So for the order of everyone else, Dahlia is kind of going off ahead by herself a bit, just to kind of scout things out. The rest of you, how are you grouping your yourselves?
I will follow Ollius, ever the shadow.
All right.
Alrighty. Carter, do you want to say where you are gonna fit in first, or?
Oh, my bad. I thought I was unmuted. Yeah, I'll take the rump if y'all don't mind. I want to keep an eye on everybody.
No worries, no worries. And then, in that case, I'll have Ollius kind of like following Freya since she knows where the directions are, but keeping kind of like side by side.
Sounds good. Dahlia, since you're the one that's technically in the very front, just going stealthily, go ahead and make a perception check as you guys march forward towards the temple.
Can I use that heroic inspiration?
If you want to,
Do
go
it.
for it.
Okay, let's see what happens. Okay, so that's a 10 instead.
Okay.
3.
Wonderful.
Oh no.
You guys find yourselves on a more open area. There are a couple of trees that Dahlia you can use as cover. You don't necessarily see anything that stands out too much out of the ordinary, but what you do see, and we're going to go ahead and go to the other map to do this. So hopefully this transitions for you guys too.
Yeah.
Dahlia, you're going to be, let's say, a little tree line here. You do notice there's a little bit of an incline as you guys continue down the path. Dahlia, you see in the pathway with a very like makeshift kind of gate area is you spot a couple of goblins that seem to have some wolf companions with them. There's at least one goblin that's in the middle of feeding his wolf. The other one is kind of just, you can see he's like a scout of sorts. He has a bow strung up along his back. And then you do see a large, furry, kind of humanoid creature. You're able to recognize it. This would be called a bugbear. They're fey humanoids. Pretty rough. They're a little more aggressive. They're usually used as just fighters. Like they're like foot soldiers. You do see that there are a couple of them. It doesn't look like they're hunting anything. These are maybe guards, just people that are keeping an eye out. Just looking around to see if there's anything in particular that is standing out to you. Speaking of which, you do see one of the goblins does notice in the distance this large horse with a man on it, and then very quickly they spot the others that are kind of in front of him. You don't notice that they're taking like aggressive stances, like it doesn't look like they're about to fight. But you do see the goblin telling his bugbear buddy and the other goblin as well, like, oh hey, there's one goblin calls wolf back to him. By now, I'd say Ollius, you're taking up the front, so Speak Freya is as well. Razor, you'll be blind as a shield. And Carter, you're mounted on your horse now, so you're definitely a big toad.
Do you think they see us? Frank's whispering Ollius.
Just
I can't tell if they're looking at us or not. Huh? We definitely are not the stealthiest group. Except Dahlia. She's really good at that.
alright.
Oh, where's Dahlia?
Joey too!
Can I
Exactly.
move over here and like kind of whisper to them while still being hidden?
Yeah, that would work. I would say maybe make another stealth roll now that the goblins and the bugbear are aware of everyone else's presence. Especially if this bright pink tiefling is popping out of the tree line.
Have a cloak on?
True, but you have to light neon pink.
That is true. That is a 24.
Oh, great.
That was amazing.
So yeah, you could say something to everyone else.
They see you. And the furry one in the back is a big bugbear. They're very good fighters. They're strong.
Why are they moving? They're just standing there. They see us. What do we do?
Carter's just kind of smiling and awkwardly like, yeah, hello, just being like, yeah.
I think they saw the giant horse.
We did not
Carter,
look through.
you wait for goblin.
No.
like at around like chest level awkward, like, yeah, hi, like, like, hello.
You see the goblin right here kind of awkwardly do it. Before the bugbear walks up to him and kind of smacks him on the back of the head.
That one seems nice. Or than the other ones from yesterday.
You can see looking at the individuals, like they were confused seeing you. They didn't expect to see people this far out that far up under this wood.
Okay.
Do we want to attack or play nice?
I say let's try to keep the peace for as long as possible to see how far we can get there.
What do we say?
I'll stay hidden just in case.
Alright.
We're lost. Can we have shelter?
Exactly.
You know it.
Okay, so you guys are walking up to the bottom. It's minus the top.
Yeah.
You guys get about here for a second. Before the goblin, kind of awkwardly waves like, you don't know what's just
We're really lost. Could you help us? Please?
Oh, sure, we can help you. When you're close enough, we can definitely help.
Thank you. It's wonderful to see friendly faces.
And you get the sense, him saying that, it's very similar to how the goblins in the last camp were. Like, yeah, they'll help you, but they're probably going to rob you as a form of payment.
Yeah, I know. Do I do now? That's what Freya whispers over to Ollius again.
Just go along with it for now. You got anything better to try? He kind of like approaches the goblin and barbarian and just says, I appreciate the kindness for helping us out in our time of need. I do apologize, as clearly it looks like we've interrupted something.
Yeah, you're interrupting. We're celebrating. Just got ourselves a pretty big hole from the village out.
Did you? I see it. Is there a particular place of celebration going on? A little head of the party, perhaps?
Oh, sure, definitely. And the bugbear kind of smacks on the back of the head and shuts it up.
Can I ready an action?
Yeah, what would you like to do?
In case the bugbear tries to attack them, I would like to shoot them with my bow. The bugbear, not my
What? Wonderful. The bugbear takes up towards the audience. You can see, he's not really like battle position, like he doesn't look like he's going to swing at you, but he's still keeping a very firm grip on this like war base that he has. We don't share where we're from, nor where we party. And I suppose you're here to give us something.
Right, well, what exactly did you have in mind then?
You see the bugbear scratch his chin a bit, kind of looking at all of you. Oh, the horse.
Ollius kind of looks back at Carter like do you want to start, perhaps, the fight here, or you still want to go along with the idea that we're playing friendly for now, since it is Carter's horse?
Well, Carter's just gonna look towards the bugbear. I ain't getting off this beast. You are not taking him.
What about music? My friend, and Freya gestures to Razor, is a really, really talented musician, and I play music as well. That's always fun at a celebration, right? Music?
Yeah, we love celebrations. And our friend Hookface told us to come here and bring all of our belongings. Everything precious that we have.
You see the bugbear's like kind of twisted brain kind of goes to a more serious look. You're with Hookface. You're with the whole band.
Yes?
Make a persuasion or distinction.
Yes, question mark?
15.
You seem a little confused for pointing out when between you and the whole band. Well, sorry for getting in the way. Okay, so he's not really going to want to see you.
Wait, yes, so if you could just show us the way.
The goblin's stop motor, just speaks writing, and he walks over to the bugbear and starts saying something in a different language. Hold on, he's explaining the bugbear.
What language is it? A bugbear?
Does anyone hear my dog?
No.
Oh.
Right? And you have no idea what they're saying to each other. The dog is saying something and pointing to a spot over there. The bugbear kind of looks over and chuckles, and then just says something back to him. What? We're going to go and also need to walk out and stuff.
War colors?
You see the bugbear points to points to a little patch right over here in the dirt where you can see it looks like the wolf finished doing its business not that long ago. Just like a little bit of that.
That doesn't seem... Razor!
I'll go over to where he pointed.
Okay. You awkwardly walk past the goblin and the wolf. Like you see the pile of wolf.
So you just, you want us to,
The goblin that's closest to you, you see kind of just does like a wiping motion. And you can see like he has traditional war paint on, like orcish war paint and like white stripes with a couple red slashes on there. Just like, that's not me.
yeah, well, I prefer what you have. That looks nice. Where can I get to that?
Well, the bugbear is like, oh, well, these are the like glass of time. You need to love yourselves. You need to start with the basics.
I know she's a newbie, huh?
You can turn over to you for that. Well, you say you've been cool back or something.
Yes.
Well, I've never seen you around. Where have you been?
Actually working. What about you?
I'll be your eyes up. Where have you been working? There's your hole for the box.
You got the
You
horse.
guys are camp.
And the camp.
So you have a hole for the box. You don't see the box, but you can bring the hole for the box.
It's really big, and we literally cannot move it.
Make me a second check.
I don't know what I'm doing. I was just afraid to not want to smear shit on her face. Just like, no. Ooh,
Oh no.
7 is 12.
10.
Oh wait, no, look at Helenis. Fuck, why was I looking at Helenis?
Oh, she's gonna disappear through the trees.
Bond,
10. 5 plus 5.
he's gonna kind of squint his eyes a bit. So you wait to carry your own home, and you plan to become a warback. And that one is using the main colors of the warback.
Can I sneak behind Carter's warhorse real quickly?
You can make a subject with disadvantage because they're all staring in that direction, so you wouldn't be going out to go. I'll allow it, but it'll be a disadvantage.
That's a 10.
You're not fighting out before the goblin is just above the bugbear. Like, oh, wait a minute. You see him immediately like notch an arrow and point it your direction. First, be done it, spy.
I take out my coin purse and be like, here's some of the hull right here, and jingle my heavy coin purse.
She's not a spy, she's just
Who's
really dumb.
that?
Wait,
I have to amount of gold.
I'm confused. This one, wait, you're a bonus?
You didn't see me? I've been
Oh,
here
we
this whole
don't know
time.
her.
Yeah, why didn't you notice her? I mean, she's bright pink. How did you not just see her?
Am I not pretty enough for you to look at?
Maybe perhaps using your
She's
blindness.
not pretty.
Did you call Dahlia ugly?
I don't know anything. I mean, I've never seen one of those before. It's just,
One of those? And I take my great axe off my
Wow.
back.
Well, now don't
What did you call her?
as soon as you take the great axe off your back, you hear a wolf like growling at you, and the goblin that's closest to you, kind of unsheathing his scimitar and pointing it at you. The bugbear kind of chuckles to himself. They're one of them tieflings. And he mispronounces it to where it's teeth like the actual teeth in your mouth, like pulling, as opposed to how tiefling is actually pronounced.
It's
Never
teeth.
seen that.
You got a problem with them?
The bugbear kind of just scratches his chin. I got no problem with it. You'll excuse my royal statement, but something ain't adding up. You're up on Warbound, I've never seen you before, and now you've got big pink people coming out of the trees.
For secret section, we were scouting out the original place we all looted and reported back to your war chief for an essential part. I'm sorry you weren't told about it because you weren't important enough.
Yeah.
Maybe something check.
If you better than it, that would be, where's my modifier? That would be a 24.
Damn.
Yes.
He's like kind of insulted look on his face. And like frustration, you wait and see him like kind of taking a grip on his hammer. Fine. But again, you know we down to the bones. You gotta tell him the work. Otherwise, it's not studio site.
Johnny brown paint.
You see the goblin next to you just kind of have this like just a shitty grin on his face.
Can I just dip my fingers into the dirt in front of me and use that instead?
Sure, you can do. I mean, they're looking at you doing that, but
I don't care. That still is the colors. I don't see any issue with it.
Yeah, why can't we just... And I'll pull out my water skin and pour a puddle on the ground to mix some mud.
What?
I really want to put mud on my face, but I am definitely not putting shit on my face.
See, it's fine. I'll smear the mud on my face.
you do the goblin look at the bugbear for like some sort of answer. Either you put on all special colors, or you wouldn't call this warback. Meaning, and he just kind of like is bouncing he's doing the weapon thing, like he occasionally will like pat it on his hand. Which
If
means
we outrank you,
you lied.
then why are we wearing those colors?
If you outrank me, where's your rank colors?
We had to blend in with the other humans, so we done have them with us.
Alright, make one last decision.
I love that we got 2 country folk with us.
Me too. It's awesome. That would be another 24.
Oh my god.
You see this, again, just frustrated look on the bugbear. No, you don't know too much about bugbears, but you can like part of the brightest feature, so you can tell that like he's frustrated, he's trying to find some logic into how you guys can walk through the work camp with shit all over your face. Like he's clearly like not getting that and didn't realize you guys are. He's kind of frustrated, grunt, and gone. He just gestures ahead of him.
Thank you. That's so hard.
It's gonna like move over to Ollius for that's amazing. Yeah, she do that.
Thank you. I didn't know what I was doing.
Sorry, for the goblins.
Yeah, I'm just
Yeah, you see bugbears kind of like running the goblins kind of do so as well.
I'll go back over to the group and say, so am I the only one that put mud on my face?
Yes.
I'll put some on my face.
Yeah.
Freya's gonna start like wiping the mud off of Razor and Dahlia's face. It's just kind of like let me help you with that.
Thanks,
We're
Freya.
gonna need better lie ones we're inside, because they're gonna know that we're not part of the secret section.
Or just
Oh, you're
positions.
I know, but
No, just say that.
The bugbear gestures to the goblin that's to the southmost. Try to do the camera. Hold on, follow me.
Yes, we will continue to the camp on our secret mission.
You see the bugbear kind of give you all, again, a frustrated but like curious look, but son of a bitch, you guys talked your way out of a fight.
God damn.
No.
yay! Thank you, Pink Sparkle Eyes.
So you guys follow the goblin as he takes you further up this incline. Eventually, you do come to kind of like a larger cliff facing of sorts, where you do see what looks like some large type of holy building of sorts. Razor, you maybe can tell archaeology. What's the word?
Architecture?
Architecture, thank you. You can tell from the architecture that this was once a monastery of sorts, so a refuge for people to come and rest their feet if need be, but also a place of worship to some sort of divine figure. I'm going to quickly load up the temple. So you see that there is one overall large entry point, where you do see there are some like smaller columns, but these all types of foliage and plants just growing out of it. The actual building itself is relatively large. You do see there are a couple of holy marks on the floor itself, as well as a couple of symbols of sorts on the door as well. Ollius, can you make a religion check?
Yes, one moment.
I will start loading in who is actually here.
Wow, that's lovely. Okay, a 7.
A 7. You recognize that this is a very old religious symbol. It's for an older deity of sorts. Not quite time of creation, but a little bit after that. So this isn't for one of the 4 creator gods, but this is for some type of figure that would have operated or appeared during that time.
Okay.
Can I make a religion check to see if I recognize what this temple is? Who this
Yeah,
temple is to?
go for it.
Okay, perfect. I have a -1, so right. So I rolled 1.
You have no flavor.
That checks out.
May I do a roll?
Yeah, let's see what I'll allow all of you to make a religion check if you want.
Can I go
I'll do it, I
again?
won't do great.
As you already know,
Ooh, I'm gonna try
I
to
got
do this.
13.
Plus, oh right, -1. I got a 7. No, that's one. Okay, I'm gonna do that digital dice thing more. That was nice.
Step on the laptop, step on the laptop. You're heavy, you're heavy,
Step
you're
on
heavy.
it. Those
Don't encourage her, don't encourage her.
Did we just avoid a fight only to like make a harder fight? Oh no. Oh
At least we
no.
all this time. We all held it like,
you can also think of it like this. Yeah, you're not potentially going into another fight already hurts.
exactly.
That's a card on source.
Yeehaw.
So, sorry, can everyone's rolling in?
Oh, religion checks, isn't it?
Yeah.
Let's see.
7.
How's my 13? Oh, that is
Okay, I'll do it. I can use the bathroom.
I say 14.
Ooh, 14. Sorry, who got the 13?
I did. Dahlia.
Gotcha. Dahlia, you're not too well versed in religious figures of sorts, but you do, again, recognize that this is a little bit post time of creation. This would be mostly a symbol to a primordial being rather than an actual goddess. You don't recognize the symbol to connect it to an actual figure of sorts. You just see the symbol itself is a series of star patterns on the ground. You just can't really make out points. Freya, weirdly, you don't know the exact name of the god because for some reason the figure due to how ancient it is, but this is based on the architecture and based on the symbols. This is something that you would have studied when you were a lot younger. So there is like some type of ancient history here. Again, you can't really tell who it's dedicated to, but you do recognize a lot of the symbol work as something from an ancient time period. And then the symbol for this figure would be a series of star patterns that might make up a greater image depending on what angle you're looking.
Freya's just taking it in, and it's a little hurt and hesitant and kind of shocked that the temple was this ancient.
So what you do see as the goblin leads you forward is there are a couple of guards. You do see some other goblins as well as 2 other bugbears. One of the goblins kind of meets you guys a little to your mark. Like, who's all these people? Oh, well, they're a special group. Apparently looks like some of them. Really? And you see the goblin kind of lean and just try to take a mental image of all of you. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know we allowed humans into our band. I didn't know how to, frankly.
Humans is rude. For the record.
You see the goblin that's talking to your guy. Kind of just, well, it looks like a human. It looks like a human. It's a human.
I'm not a human. And you're a she, I say, pointing at Dahlia. Or him, and I point at Ollius.
Those 2 are obviously not humans, obviously. And you see the point to yourself, Carter, and Freya.
They might be humans, not humies. Humans. But I'm not, okay? So get that straight.
You're not?
You're not.
No, of course not. What do you mean? I don't look like a human.
I mean, I figured you colored your hair blue, but you look pretty human to me.
No, I'm orc.
You are an orc.
Obviously.
You see those 2 goblins just kind of looking at each other, a little confused. Wait, you're an oak.
Yes.
But you... Wait a minute. Well, it might explain the slightly green skin. I guess that looks from them all. find that muscle small meat. Should I say? Yeah, true, but I mean, also you see in these parts.
Are you calling me weak?
Talking about themselves.
I might have a mistake on your part.
And I'll hoist my great axe off my back again. What did you say about me?
I'm saying, but like I know, most of this, if they look at it funny, but you don't look awful.
Well, you don't look like a goblin. How's that feel? Hurt your feelings, didn't it?
He's more knowledge to the goblin. I don't know how goblin. No, you look, I mean, it's either about being in Mars. Like, are you a goblin? Pretty sure I am.
Let's talk about appearances aside. We are meant to be here. We do like undercover missions. And how else do you find where secret stuff is other than blending in?
Maybe that's a good point. You expect the unexpected, you don't expect the unexpected. Or do you expect the unexpected? I don't remember the saying.
Right. No, I agree. Those are good sayings. I agree. Anyways, we go inside.
Well, and this is the goblin guard. That's what I'm getting. Well, if you're going to see the boss, you're going to need some sort of tribute for him. Oh, you need, is the horse for him?
I just jingle my coin purse again.
You see the goblin guide kind of lean over to his guard friend and say something to him in goblin. Before the other one seemingly agrees. I don't think the boss is going to be satisfied with just that.
We still have more back at our camp. This is just, we came first back to report to him before we brought the tribute to make sure it had a safe transportation process.
What did you just say, son?
Well, this guy over here seems to have an issue with our having left it back at camp previously, so I led with this time.
You two goblin guard smack your guy down there. Stop doing those shit. If they have stuff, they don't get it. Well, my apologies for the charging. I mean, no offense on the good faith he's got. You will see the boss. Not when it's sticking your son up a bit, you know, you might look like you're struggles for today. Well, you're going to want to look like you struggled to get your stuff.
So you dirty our sails up a bit?
Yeah, you know yourself. Then you head on in with some camp. That box is probably in the upper going up here.
Hey.
Freya's gonna just mess up her hair a little bit and like kind of like undo her cloak a little bit so it looks like a little loose and anything but get herself actually dirty.
Ollius will do the same. He just undoes his braid, kind of like ruffles it a bit, and then just like puts his hand up like, is that good enough? Is that alright?
Takes out one earring. Just removes one earring so it looks like she lost one.
Gertrude will start rolling around in the dirt. I mean, Razor!
You start rolling around in the dirt.
Yeah, that's what I was going to do. I was going to go to this patch over here and roll around.
You start rolling around in dirt. You definitely look at our students there. For being actually dirty. Carter, similar to what the goblin said, the inside of the temple, it's going to be tough to walk around with your force, so you will have to leave out here or you can try to convince them to let you run inside.
What do you mean hard to bring the horse in? Like a temple?
Yeah, it's a temple. It's not, like, there's not really, like, big enough places for a horse, per se. Like, it's not impossible, but it would be hard to get through certain areas.
Well, I would very much like to bring this steed with me if that's at all possible.
Goblin sirs?
I'm here, I'm mighty.
Yes, so this horse is an important part of our expedition, and he kind of is required to go in with us. I believe that the Lord Chief would like to see his horse.
Whoa. Who said anything about Wolf Chief? We don't know what those here.
I mean,
It's a nickname. We're on such good friendly terms with him that it's a nickname.
I mean, for paying the, or not paying, sorry. Shoot, I lost the name.
Oh, hell.
Look face.
You got it with fine.
That's what my friends called me when I was in high school.
Yeah, because she
I
has sharp teeth.
Like, crazy coincidence. When my scout leader has the same name, I thought you were with his band. And Williams, he doesn't all the time.
No, so it's, no. Unfortunately, I haven't had the pleasure of meeting this thing, but maybe soon. Maybe our just line.
Well, I can't selfish from the horse inside. I'm just saying, like, 100 goblins in there. My risk of horse being eaten, the whole honesty.
How do you know the goblins out here won't need the horse?
Oh, because we have goblins.
You have what?
Goblins are big security. Large forces, so I need to make sure I think it's in the horse.
Can I like check that he's telling the truth? Because I don't know if I trust that.
Sure, make an insight check.
My dice, come on. Oh, that is a 17 plus. Sorry, why is it? It was open just a minute ago. Sorry. This is insight, so that's 17 plus 3, so that is a dirty 20.
Yeah, I mean, you see the goblin's look and expression. Maybe you get the sense that whoever Bubbles is, it's not exactly that. Like, you get the sense that, yeah, he does like horses, but that's not why they wouldn't mess with it if he's watching a horse. It's more like the other goblin would say the Bubbles.
I think you can trust him on this. So, we still haven't named the horse. I'll think of something, but yes, the horse should be fine out here, I think. What are some good horse names?
Well, it's up to you, Carter. Do you want to leave your horse out here?
horse and any threat that comes to this horse, I'll deal with it. I don't trust leaving something that belongs to me out here. This horse is valuable. Better than that, it
Well,
shows
you should name
exactly
the
the kind of
horse.
horses I can raise.
Alright, if you're sure, I'm deciding if the horse gets eaten, it's your fault.
And what do y'all think?
I don't want the horse to get eaten, especially not before it's gotten a name. I think that would be really sad.
It's alright, I can take
Also,
it
not
getting
too
eaten.
tight inside.
As long as it's not too tight for me to get through, I'm pretty sure this guy can squeeze through. Alright, I'll bring him with me. Don't worry, I have mounted combatant feet. Any damage that goes to the mount, I can absorb it.
Alright, the goblin kind of shrugs. The two of them kind of guide you towards the front door. The bugbearers take a step aside after the goblins talk to the main goblin. Well, that was the interesting part is you guys are right inside. I'm going to get the layout on the inside of the temple. Bear with you while I place tokens on.
It's entire time to go.
Whoa. We're just charismatic, I guess.
Let's go gambling.
Yeah.
Alright, so let me quickly start placing some tokens. As you enter the inside, you do see what looks to be the starting point of this large interior of this monastery. You do see that for the most part, it is ransacked as there are, again, just hordes of goblins around, as well as again, there are a couple wolves. Fang, it looks like Fang would actually lie to you guys. It's not as hard as even making it seem, but it is still like a relatively small warning per se. The goblins themselves aren't necessarily the big. You do see immediately as you come on in, there is some sort of crumbled statue of what you can presume to be some religious figure. Nothing. Well, I guess you guys have to do it outside. Each of you want to make a religion check. You're more than welcome to.
Yay!
Please.
Maybe a nice one. Let's go.
Alright.
I rolled a 10.
I got an 11.
I got a 6.
I also got a 6.
Freya, what did you get?
16.
16, okay. Now you're seeing the statue, it actually is making a little more sense as to what it is. You see, it's some type of large serpentine-like creature. You do see it does have some type of crumbled arms, where these arms are now crumbled from the actual statue itself. But you see the body itself is somewhat serpentine. When it gets up to the end, you see there are some details, but it would be a crumbled statue to make it. Certain portions of the body of this large serpent does have that same starry pattern all throughout it, though. What was your roll again?
16.
16. You've done a little bit of research on this. This is again more of like a primordial deity. It's not necessarily a god, but it's kind of just a thing that exists. This would be known as Arcanus. This is the maelstrom of magic is the actual name of this god. It is essentially arcane incarnate. So when you guys make a spell, or at least in your case, when you make a spell, you pull on various strands of the arcane component into the spell itself. Arcanus is the thing that created the arcane. So in a way, you're actually pulling on certain strands of the god itself, but it's endless magic. So it doesn't feel it per se. So this is the primary deity or magic incarnate itself. This is a temple dedicated to this figure.
Freya is like beating herself up mentally for not remembering, like being able to recognize this off the get-go. She's like, why didn't I just know this?
What is it?
It should carve around the horse.
Yeehaw!
Oh, it's a temple. So I researched history at the academy, and this is a temple to Arcanus, sort of the creator of Arcana, as we know it.
Wow.
What?
That's
I
amazing.
barely understood
What's
the words
Arcanus?
you just said.
Ollius, you know Arcanus to a degree. You might be a little more knowledgeable of Arcanus as a figure. Arcanus is someone that's somewhat controversial when it comes to divine figures. Magic in its entirety is a very beautiful thing, but when it's in its raw form, it can be highly unstable and it can be very dangerous. So, because of the nature of Arcanus being magic itself, the creator gods did see it as a troublesome figure. Arcanus was someone that all four of the creators had a very close eye on, and at one point sealed it away. It was simply too dangerous for the modern day. Or to be roaming around freely.
In that case, I relay in moderation of what you just said. I bring up how Arcanus was one of the older gods regarding the Pantheon, and just about how I know to be wary of his creation of the arcane, and kind of keep to myself more the not blasphemous or controversial parts, just more how I keep a more tempered caution on it.
Alright, so you guys get to learn a little bit about Arcanus.
So this is like the source
Exacto.
of magic?
Yeah, so whenever a wizard, a warlock, or a sorcerer casts a spell, they're pulling from strings of arcane.
On the weed.
It's like the arcane itself, you're pulling from and taking it into your actual school of magic to cast a spell. Arcanus is magic incarnate. Arcanus is living magic. Without Arcanus, there's a chance that the magic itself ceases to exist. So there is like some excessiveness in that sense, but Arcanus is again, kind of controversial figure as far as religious deities go, because a lot of people think it's unfair to what happened to him, or to them, I guess, it is certain. There was some controversy around what happened to them. Some people agree that it's good to have Arcanus sealed away, but still living enough to be able to pull from it. However, there are some that think that that's unfair, that's nothing to live.
This is the first I've heard of any of this. Where I come from, we don't like talking about this kind of stuff. It makes sense.
Well, I think it should be talked about. I don't think it's fair that Arcanus is just stuck.
That's neither here nor there, but I would have appreciated a bit more openness about the arcane. That's where I came from. It would have
Where I'm from,
would help.
you can't escape it. Everyone talks about magic.
I haven't really seen that much magic.
Me neither. Guess we're in the same boat.
But this is interesting.
Interesting.
Yes, it is.
I like learning new stuff.
Me too.
I think this Arcanus over there, though, he's locked away. I think that's exactly where he should stay.
Why do you think that?
Let's just say that me and magic don't mix kindly.
Well, you don't have to interact with Arcanus for Arcanus to be free. You know, just Freya is agitated at this person should stay trapped talk, and she's kind of gonna out and keep walking forward.
Yeah, absolutely. So the Goblin Guard leads you guys further into this temple. I mean, this is more like a centralized temple. If anything, you do see there are a couple of goblins that seem to be walking away essentially. There's both sides, happily chewing on the phone in the corner as well. There's a little bit of a bonfire going in the center of this area. They have to like brush aside some of the roads, statues, or just the main road statue. But you guys are eventually all brought inside. The goblin kind of turns to you. Right, well, I mean, if you don't here, you know how to get to the boss, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Right, well, boss is going to be in the thinking chamber, so probably you hope to. And the goblin kind of slows out.
Thinking chamber.
I'm gonna say to look around, see what exactly might resemble a thinking chamber.
It's just a funny name for it. I would call it a study or an office or something.
Thinking chamber.
Maybe all he does is think in there. He doesn't actually do work.
Contemplation room.
Contemplation. Oh, see, that's why it works. Thinking chamber. It's just such a simple word and then an elaborate word, so it's just combined. It's very funny. Well, let's. Freya's gonna look out to see if there's any hint of where, like, to go to a thinking chamber.
Oh gosh, make a perception check at disadvantage.
Oh, so that's fine. So it's gonna be a 4.
Oh no.
I mean, this is a pretty large temple from what you can tell, so you have no idea what the thinking chamber can be. Because, like, that's what it is to a goblin. That's not what it is to, like, you guys. You're, like, you know, a little more intelligent.
I could go look around and see if I can find the thinking chamber.
Yes, that sounds good. I'll also look around as well. Do we split up or stay together? I stay together personally.
I was gonna sneak around, but if I come into trouble, don't hear me.
We can come around if you split up.
Should we split up in groups or pairs? I don't really feel safe with anyone being just alone.
I think if we are to split up, we should remain in Paris, use the buddy system, so at the very least, there'll be someone with us if come trouble.
Then how should we split?
Crazy Ollius.
Alright, you go to do.
Well, I can be kind of quiet, so I suppose I should go Dahlia then. Well, you're very sneaky, and I don't want you to, like, get caught.
I'll go Ollius.
Perfect. Carter, would you like to along with me?
I figure that's a good idea. I'm not very good at sneaking.
Perfect. Sounds fine. Alright. And I'll just have Ollius start to, not necessarily aimlessly wander, but head into a random direction, but try to act like he knows what he's, where he's going.
Sure. So you guys are just picking a direction in the room.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'll let you guys move yourselves around the map then. You get to I'll say position yourselves outside of the openings of the room so I can describe it.
Can I be stealthy enough?
Me as well.
It's tricky because, like, yes, but you're in the open with a bunch of goblins. So,
Right.
I'll allow you to go ahead and roll it. You self disadvantage because you're already open. Go ahead and do that and run this thing.
Oh, that's not good. That's not good. I'm so sorry, Dahlia. I do apologize. Let's see. That's a 4 plus 3.
I got a 19.
Alright, so Dahlia and Freya, where are you guys going first?
I want to go left away from the bolt.
Alright, so you guys are making your way up towards the side. Freya, you get maybe a few steps in before the goblins very clearly notice you, and by association, Dahlia, they do spot you. What is it? They notice you and just kind of turn to you like, was you sneaking around on foot?
Oh, sorry. I was trying to sneak. I'm just. Well, I mean, this is a very, very ancient temple. There's got to be some artifacts that some people have missed. Probably valuable, shiny.
Yeah, we found mostly shiny, and we're treasure. If you're not welcome, you get like shiny.
All right.
We're part of the tribe, so thank you.
You can see them direct their attention away from you over to the large horse that is on the inside. You can see a couple of them have like slobber kind of yelling. And you see like them licking their lips. Oh, look, the horse, think about it, should be a treat. And so slowly getting way to touch closer. Dahlia and Freya, again, you guys can move yourselves on the map if you would like to again, kind of position yourselves. You get into a room, they say just like something that opens so I can describe what it is.
I'll go with you. There.
You guys kind of break off and you enter what appears to be some sort of kitchen. This is maybe where members of the church would be cooking their meals for the communion or just storing various things. You can see it is pretty ransacked. There are some like loaves of bread kind of thrown around, but they look pretty stale and have a couple of like spots sometimes. Even goblins don't want to moldy food. Likewise, you can see that there is a barrel that has quite a number of bowls in it. Looking over, most of them look like they kind of clear out, but you can see there's maybe enough communion wine to fill a flask or even just pour like a couple of glasses. To the south, you see a door that leads out into what looks like some type of not academy type of room, but it looks to be like some sort of academic setting. Not a study per se, but perhaps where people could go to exchange notes or even converse with themselves. The only difference is that there is a huge hole in the wall that leads outside where you can see there's a couple of straw dummies. You can see there's a little goblin warrior as well as a bugbear. Seem to be in some sort of competition with each other. They're picking the bugbear's like throwing goblin, seeing how well he can stick it into the dummy. The goblin is taking a shot with an arrow away from them. What would you guys like to do?
I would like to pocket that little bit of wine and then ask them, what competition are y'all in for?
And now you hit racing, there's the next shot and loaded us. The bugbear kind of runs to help winner against the losers. Bullshit, change it up.
Initiating.
That's it.
Joe.
Idea. Is that I could do with anything? I don't know.
So yeah, Freya and Dahlia, you guys can light yourself up and take a shot at the shot. I mean, what are you guys shooting with, I guess?
I'll use my short bow.
Above table question. Would Eldritch Blast create a fire or no?
No, Eldritch Blast is force damage, so it's just like a boom.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Eldritch Blast on one of the dummies.
Alright, you guys make your rolls with your respective weapons.
This is so fun. Oof. That is a 19 plus 5.
Oh my gosh. I got a 14.
Alright. I mean, Dahlia, your arrow still pierces into a strong target. And like, it's pretty impressive. And then you see the one next to it actually. Freya, roll your Eldritch Blast damage.
Oh boy, let's see. Is a D10 plus 3.
Plus your charisma modifier too, I think.
Yeah, so that is not much. That is, I think, 4 damage.
Okay. You still see Dahlia as this like crackling, bluish, blackish light fire from Freya's hand come out, and it doesn't blow up like the entirety of the straw dummy, but it does blow up like one. And the bugbear and the goblin are just like, wow! Like they're amazed. They've never seen something like this. Alright, these are raids.
Thank you. Thank you. And Dre does like a little flourish in a bow.
So you two are off doing that. Ollius, Razor, and Carter. Where are you guys going to go?
I guess maybe we should go the other way, right?
My bad, my guide. But yeah, we should go the opposite direction. Alright,
Whatever you go, Ollius, I'll follow.
alright. Oh, wait, hold on. This is the wrong groupie thing on the map. Okay. So I'll move. Oh, yes. Slowly. Going this way.
He's in charge. Just follow him.
Alright, and Ollius, while you lead the way, here's the country. So Razor, you'll get the room first, for sure. Over at least $5. Carter, the passageway into the room is pretty tight for your horse. And like, naturally, it's not a try to go in because of how close it is. So I'm going to need an animal handling check from you to try to convince the horse to like just puff it out.
Oh, I thought we were using squeezing rules.
You don't believe we haven't discussed that?
Yeah, I sent you a text about how a large creature can squeeze in just its half movement speed.
Okay, if you already talked about it, then we'll go with that.
That was a whole build change right there.
As the three of you enter, I mean, Carter, even when squeezing the horse, and you do see like these goblins noticing a big juicy horse walking into their little chamber, and they're like gnawing away at whatever tiny thing they were eating before, not something as big as that. So you've got some eyes on you currently. As the three of you enter the room, you see this is what looks more like a study. So you notice that there are a number of bookshelves with some distorted books and scrolls just kind of falling all over the place. You do see that there are two goblins as well as two dwarfs just kind of going about their business. Some of them, one of the goblins is holding a book upside down trying to figure out what it says on it. The wolves are kind of just naturally following their master. One goblin you can see is in the corner kind of sweeping something on the floor with a scimitar, but you don't notice too much. There's another like lone, there's like a whole lane into a wall that leads back outside, as well as what looks a little more like that can get you into a different portion of the church itself.
Alright. Ollius turns to Razor and Carter and kind of nods with his head a little passageway in the back, wanting to continue more towards inwards, but I also want to give an opportunity to look around if that's what they prefer.
Let's keep going. I don't see a smoke guy anywhere, so.
Is the passage back here or?
Oh, yeah, no, the passageway. So the only wall that has side leads.
Oh, okay.
In the eastern part here, you see that there is a door that's blown open that goes further into the church.
Okay. I can't read. My bad. Okay, I'm gonna have them slowly make their way towards that direction then.
Sure. Like you're like almost like walking on eggshells, Ollius, because like this place is disgusting. Like this is a sacred building that's been like completely desecrated. You don't know if it's been by the goblins themselves, but the goblins are definitely not quite right.
Yeah, okay.
So you're like kind of uneasy, but still like walking.
Okay.
Meanwhile,
Can I make
Razor's like, hey, what's this? Reaches down and puts something in her mouth.
Oh, God.
Ollius gives her a petrified look and asks, may I ask why exactly you chose to do that in this place of all areas?
Well, that can't be.
But you didn't. Just because something looks like it does not necessarily mean that it is edible.
Your parents teach you nothing new.
Oh god. I
We're always around. I just started doing whatever I want.
right. Well, in that case,
Don't eat off the floor.
yes, I agree. Next time, definitely perhaps inspect. Make sure you're not taking anything that might be poisonous or contaminated.
Razor, to interrupt the conversation, you see the goblin that was looking at the book kind of make his way over to you, looking at the little thing you picked up off the ground. You taste it.
Yeah, it's like candy. You guys have candy here?
You see him pick up a similar kind of object and just like put it in his mouth. Oh, you're right. That's just not candy.
Here, and I hold out to Carter.
Alright. He grabs it and slowly kind of bites on it like checking a silver coin. What does Carter taste?
Carter, it's almost funny because like to Razor and to a goblin who have eaten a lot just from land, this would be considered I guess sweeter than the horse skin. But for you, Carter, this is like extremely salty and like you feel like the relish kind of pucker. So you're like kind of taking a chew on it. You get a feeling like it's very like salt lick adjacent. At least this particular piece is. You notice it is pretty different looking from the piece of Razor and goblin made.
Okay, no. Oh, that's not candy.
And you see the goblin kind of like enjoying the little piece of candy. But you man, you.
I understood none of that.
No, we're not new. We've been with Warman for a while, but you know, we're just looking for a face. We gotta talk to the guy. Oh, right, yeah, I guess. Thinking chamber. What were we doing down here? Right? Okay.
Right, we perhaps are a bit backwards in our directions. I apologize. Ollius is still a little bit on edge from watching everyone put something that was on the ground in their mouths, and so it's not exactly as diplomatic as it was before. But he continues on, he's like, is it perhaps possible that you can show us directly to the thinking chamber so that we don't get off track anymore?
Yes, please.
Sure.
Thank you, Captain.
Lovely.
And Goblin leads you guys outside of the sleep room. Is just 3 of you, or are you going to try to grab Dahlia? Alright. So, Freya and Dahlia, you guys might have come to it again. Here, there's really nothing too significant, or at least that's not being guarded by a goblin or a bugbear. I mean, Freya, if you guys make peace with the goblins, you have a piece of chicken in the future since you won this contest. But for too long, you guys do see Razor, Carter, Ollius, and another goblin enter the chamber. The goblin telling you all that he can take you to Hookface, more specifically the thinking chamber.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. I seem to be a little directionally challenged. I might have made a wrong turn myself.
It's alright. We don't have boys like that. They took too many guys to the head.
Yeah, I've taken quite a few blows to the head myself.
Really?
Yeah, I definitely get into close combat all the time.
Wow. I hope I get to take a few blows to the head someday.
Oh, God. He's so exasperated he turned British.
Yes, it's probably better you don't. It's not fun.
He's not
I'll
supposed to
purpose
do
will not advise it.
Okay, well, what do you guys say?
And with that,
Carter leans down, from his horse and kind of aside whispers to Razor, "Don't listen to him. Getting in my head makes him much stronger. You're doing great."
Yeah, I always thought so. Hey, thanks, Carter. I knew I could trust you.
Yeah, you got it.
Razor, I have not been hit in the head. I was just saying that to tell Goblin.
You lied to me?
You're not a god?
To the Goblin. I was trying to lie to you. I was trying to lie to our friend.
Well, I hate lying, and I hate liars.
Sorry.
I guess if you were doing it to look more cool, I understand that. I like you, Dahlia.
Doing.
Yeah. Well, you don't have to lie. I think you're really cool.
Thank you. I think you're really cool too.
You do?
I do. I like your fighting spirit. So far, I think you're a really great person.
Hey, thanks.
most of you guys.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're fine. I'm just saying, while you guys are having this conversation, you're eventually led to a backward part of the church, into a large room that has some relics kind of scattered. So this is what looks like a dorm of sorts, probably for the elders who actually lived in the temple. The goblin turns to all of you. About the thing chamber is just past the hallway. All of them grab the balls, and everybody needs to countries. You don't wait nothing.
Hey, what's your name?
Goblins. Me?
Yeah.
I'm Fizzle.
Nice to meet you, Fizzle. I'm Razor.
Razor? That's old. You woke?
Yeah, can't you tell?
Oh, well, it's been a while since I've seen you walk, so I didn't know at first, but I'll be forward to that walking the wall behind.
Thanks.
Freya feels a little suspicious. Can she, I don't know what to check for, but, is he deceiving us? Is he actually going to be bringing him in?
You can make an insight check.
Okay. Oh, that was not good. So that's a 9 plus... Why is it... I'm assuming 3. Yeah,
So,
3. 12, yes.
you have a lot of reasons not to, but technically he's not lying. He's not going to bring Hookface here. He's just going to tell him that, Hookface has an audience.
Okay.
But you don't necessarily have a reason to doubt him at this current moment. He seems friendly enough for a goblin.
Well, thank
You
you.
do see him disappear into the hallway upstairs. In the meantime, if you guys want to discuss amongst yourselves, he will be back in a little bit. I'm also using that as a good easy moment. So I'll be right back amongst yourselves.
Have fun, don't fall in.
So when we see this Hookface guy, what do we do?
Well, I think he'll instantly know we're not part of his war band since it's his war party thing. So he'll probably try to fight us on sight, is my assumption. So I think we should be prepared for that just in case.
And we're supposed to. Yes.
There's a bit of a tight room here.
Very.
You tell me. You see the horse underneath you just uncomfortably wiggles.
Carter, do you think you'll be able to fight like that?
It's the only way I know how to fight. And he puts up air quotes. I told y'all, I'm just a farmhand. The best help I can give is on this mighty guy. He was raised for war.
Really?
Right.
That's impressive.
All the horses on my ranch were raised for warfare. Strong, loyal, and very trainable.
What gender is your horse? I have a name idea.
Me too.
And he's a fella.
That's perfect.
What's your idea?
My idea is Titan. Because if it's a wolf, someone like that would be intimidating.
Oh, that's even better than
That's a
mine.
strong name.
Mine was
What
Champion.
Do you like the name
Champion.
Titan? Yeah, why not?
Titan or Champion? Which one? I think both are really good. I like Titan a little more.
How about you both play rock, paper, scissors for it?
What's rock, paper, scissors?
Oh no, you didn't just ask me that.
Is it a book? Or
Is it
a
a
bet?
Oh, no. And Carter, swings himself off the horse and spends a few minutes explaining rock, paper, scissors to everybody.
Okay, so rock, paper. Wait, why does paper beat rock? That makes no sense.
You can wrap the rock in the paper and then
But
you
won't the rock
can't
just
really...
break the paper? It would
I
just
mean,
rip
the rock can't... I mean, if it's already wrapped around the rock and you throw the rock, then... I don't know, what's the game?
Oh,
The
yeah.
goddamn game!
Rock, paper, scissors. Let's play. I think I understand it now.
Okay.
This is fun.
How do you do this?
Roll a d3, I don't know.
Let's say our thing. Let's just say our thing. Wait, I have an idea. So we go quiet, and Chris just asks us which we. Oh, wait, we can't do it. So we just know.
Oh, this.
Text Chris.
just send, rock, paper, or scissors, to Chris.
Put it on your hidden channel.
Oh, I love hidden channels are so smart.
the hidden channel.
The hidden channel. Next time, on Disney Channel.
The importance of
Be
this.
nice. Oh, be right back.
So I guess who's going first?
Well, I said it. I don't know if that was what we were doing, but
I
yes.
don't know. So we'll say Dahlia and Freya are against each other. You guys, you assume the position, you do the 1, 2, 3 shoot. Freya, you throw out paper, and you see Dahlia throw out scissors.
Well, Titan was better name anyways.
Hey, it sounds like Titus.
Titus.
That's where we are.
That's true.
So it works even more. The Titan from Titus.
After playing one round of rock, paper, scissors, you guys see Fizzle come back around the corner. And he's giving you guys a more questionable look. Well, says he'll see you. And just kind of gives a strange look to you guys as he walks out of the room.
You look strange. I think we should be ready.
Yeah,
Yes.
just be cautious of your weapons as we enter.
Right.
Can I put my lantern attached to my belt?
Yeah. You guys head down the hallway.
Play the music the moment
You
it's
hear
ready
some distant
whether it's starting a party
of sorts, but who's going in first?
ad-free music listening and offline downloads on Spotify Premium. Tap the banner to learn more.
I'll be going behind Ollius.
I'll go behind Razor.
I'll go behind Freya.
I'll take the caboose as usual.
Oh, this poor horse.
I'll have to move speed for that, so it'll take me next second. It's not a super tight space. If I can fit through it, the horse can fit through it. Just can't, spin around 360 degrees. Spin
Yeah,
around.
it's not that comfortable on space, so it's not possible. So, Ollius, you see, there's not necessarily a door that leads into this room, really just a couple of stairs that lead down. You see there's a number of small pillars in this room. Those are what those little star tokens are. This looks a little bit like a headmaster's room. This is where the actual archdeacon of this church would live. You know a couple areas like this, Ollius, and Razor is a little fuzzy to you, but you at least have heard of chambers like this. But you do see what looks like some sort of desk that has a pile of just things on it. As well as you see what looks like a large hobgoblin currently wearing some type of armor, large scimitar to his side. He has a bugbear right next to him, kind of like arms crossed, presumably like the muscle or maybe the right hand of this individual, as well as two goblins that seem to just be on the side of the room looking furiously at all of you.
Alright, hold on. Where's the dolphins?
Yeah, go for it. You see the hobgoblin in particular has a scar across his face, and it seems to go into almost like a razor like hook. You presumably think that you assume that this is hook face just off of the description alone. You see, apart from the standard armor he's wearing, he has some sort of necklace on with some type of cracked blue gem of some kind on it. Freya, as you enter the room, you can see, like, you can tell right away that this is some type of magical artifact, and this is probably the thing Professor Denzel sent you to go investigate or obtain. So you see enter in.
Alright.
Carter, you're going to be at the top of the stairway first.
Alright.
Carter, I also advise checking your hidden channel, because I did send you something to
Good. Yeah.
Um,
Other things to see that I don't get today.
You see the hobgoblin kind of just curiously looking at each of you. Well, using my favorite warband words.
Yep, that's us.
Indeed.
Hey, okay, sir. How's the wife and kids?
He just kind of raises an eyebrow at you. Now, I wasn't exactly expecting such unique individuals to be a part of my warband, especially without me. And he kind of, as he talks, you can see him like kind of grit his teeth a lot at you guys, and you can see like Fang mentioned one of his front teeth is made of gold from the before. So,
You know, it's just a colorful bunch. Literally.
I don't remember any of you joining before. And now I have one of my boys telling me that you're all here to give me some large contribution.
Dahlia, maybe this is the part where you take over?
Yeah, we have back at our camp. We were working with Fang. He recruited us to help him out, and we have a large tribute back at the camp that we were all settled at.
So Fang hired all of you.
Yep.
Yes.
You see him kind of nod his head. Not necessarily like he's believing what you're saying, but just nodding along like he's hearing what you're saying. And what exactly did Fang hire you to do?
He was having us do some reconnaissance on the town that we all pillaged from to blend in with the locals and find out where their most valuables were, because we can walk among them without being suspected of anything.
Yep.
Make a deception check.
Can I assist? Never mind, I don't need to.
That would be a 25.
Holy fuck!
Jeez.
You see the goblins kind of look a little. The goblins themselves look a little impressed. The bugbear isn't really moving, and he's kind of waiting for the face to give some sort of signal. The face just again nodding along. Right. And why are you here and back yourself?
I just keep watch over the tribute to make sure nothing happens to it while we were trying to get some extra hands to come back with us and collect it.
I see. Now, coming further, you don't need to be shy. You see her face gesturing you all to enter the room.
Ollius cautiously step forward, but kind of move out of the way a little bit so everybody else can come in the front.
What are those stars?
There's like 10 pillars.
Go check.
How tall are the pillars?
Not very tall, like a couple feet, if any, like 3 feet maybe. They're broken. They're like decorative, if anything.
Hmm.
You see Hookface kind of scanning the room, and you can't really tell. Well, I guess it's everyone's passive insight.
Oh,
That is a good question.
not me.
10.
I think it's 13.
Mine is 12.
14.
You asked for passive perception?
Passive insight.
Insight. 9.
So, Freya, you notice Hookface is scanning the room. He's examining each of you. Not necessarily to see if any of you are lying, but he's trying to figure out who's like the biggest in the room, or the strongest looking. And you see him like do a very slight head motion in Razor's direction, as you see the bugbear just kind of like casually stepping. Well then, here we all are. You've got a very giving contribution, and yet I don't see anything. That is very disappointing.
Did he say that became without a contribution?
Yeah, you guys are here under the guise of wanting to give contribution to the warband, but you guys don't actually have any.
Well, Mr. Hookface, we actually came here because I needed to show you this little horse right here. As you can imagine, it was mighty difficult bringing him in here, but I'm a rancher down from Cardinal Thrashes, no, south. Yeah, down from the southeast, and I raise war horses as a living. I was wondering if you might want to procure a few of said war horses for your war band. Well, I know you and your folk are mighty strong. I'm sure you'd be much stronger on a steed like this one. And Carter just gives a nice little love tap to the belly of his horse.
I will lean over and whisper to Carter, Carter, goblins ride wolves, not horses.
Yeah, the horses are big. Let's see what we can get out of them. What's something to offer? So, what do you say? One horse for 3 gold per? 1 gold if you buy 10 at a time. Can I roll for
You
persuasion?
already remember my... Well, maybe, we'll get there. You're already a member of my war band, and now you're trying to sell me your contribution.
Oh, I see. There must have been some kind of misunderstanding. I was informed I was going to get some kind of reward for these horses, but if a contribution comes without money, that's fine too. So you need to get my name out there as a rancher.
So you...
Yeah, what?
He's pointing at you, Carter, and he's asking, because of the way you're kind of positioning yourself, Hookface believes you're not a member of his war band, because you're trying to sell him a horse. You're not just getting him stuff.
Well, I see the miscommunication here. I was informed that contributions were, if they weren't monetary, it could be, I could get something in exchange for it, but I will happily give you a fleet of horses. Does that sound good to you, Mr. Hookface, sir?
You're a little confused by your words. You can tell you're talking very fancy for a hobgoblin that's not very fancy.
Carter trying to make himself sound smarter to do a business transaction that's working against him.
It's a good horse. Not a lot of my boys would have use for it, though. Outside food, of course.
Now, what does that mean? I know y'all like your wolves or not, but a horse. A horse is another creature entirely, and I can attest to their ferocity. I mean, look at this fella. I bet he got in here.
Indeed. You see, Hookface is kind of looking around amongst all of you. He's trying to kind of figure out who maybe the leader is. Before he walks out with you, Razor. You.
Me?
You seem to be the only one that makes sense around here. The rest like you're a part of my war band.
Yep, I
So,
sure am.
I expect full honesty from you.
Honesty? I'm good at honesty.
Who are you?
Who am I? Well, that's a loaded question. Who are you?
and your,
Who are any of us?
You and your friends. Something's not clicking, something's not making sense. And I don't like it. I can only feel in my belly when I feel deceit. And right now I feel it looking at all of you.
Hey, do you really think we're friends? I mean, I hope so, but I wasn't sure, but, you think so?
You see him gently rest his hand on the grip of his leg. I do.
Well, yeah, I mean, I guess we are friends. We're just a couple adventurers. You know, we ran into each other in a tavern. It's age-old story, right?
You see a smirk kind of come across Hookface's face. Is that so?
Well, yeah, haven't you ever met anyone in a tavern?
No. My,
No,
sure, what do you want to prep?
I just, if specifically the Bugbear Warrior tries to attack any of us, I am going to, Eldritch Blast.
Ooh.
Yes.
Alright. You see Hookface say something out loud in Goblin to the others. The goblins kind of acknowledge what he said as well as the Bugbear. You see, hobgoblins, such as myself and our men, we don't need enemies. We need about people. That is why we recruit and where we become a war band. So, you and your friends here, better time to clearly you're not a part of the band.
Well, it sounds like you'd live kind of a lonely life if you've never made a friend in a tavern.
Tell you what, I've been very impressed with all of you gotten this far. So I'm willing to be merciful. You won't empty your pockets right here on the floor. You'll leave that horse with us. And I'll let you all leave with your lockers.
Hey,
No.
that's not very nice.
You see him look at you, Freya. Along his line.
I said no. What's going to happen here is you are going to stop terrorizing this town, or else.
Carter's just kind of gonna wide-eyed just look at Freya. Well,
The jig's already up.
Or else what?
You don't want to find out.
It sounds that.
Make an intimidation check at disadvantage.
Yeah. Figured. Why do I keep doing intimidation when that's not my high stat?
I'll do the same exact thing, but on the opposite. I'll use my slightly lower charisma stat, and I'll try to persuade him to believe to be
I
intimidated
rolled the
by
same
her,
thing.
if I can assist.
What are you doing? Roll the same thing.
You just, it's the exact same, and just whatever the total is.
13.
Carter, you can try to intimidate, but it's gotta be something a little more unique than what Freya is doing.
Oh, no, I was literally gonna say, you should listen to her. I've been scared of her more than once, and that don't come easy.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's not really enough to assess.
Yeah, I know. I was just making a joke.
Gotcha.
It wouldn't matter much anyways. I got 2 10s.
Ah.
Okay, you just kind of see him give you a toothy grin, the golden tooth kind of shining in the what little light there is here. Last warning, empty your pockets.
No, I don't think we will. I don't like you, Hookface. I think you're a bully. I don't like bullies.
That makes all of you brave. Stupid, but brave.
Yeah.
And you see him, you hear him shout something in Goblin as Bugbear, 2 goblins, and Hookface himself unsheath their weapons. And I think we're going to call it here. This is going to be a big fight, and so I know we don't have a whole game to use.
All right, I'm going to switch us to the thank you screen if you all want to say thank you before I mute us.
Yeah, for sure. Well, thank you everybody for watching.
Thank you.
I can't wait to share this more next week.
Till next
Yay,
time.
can't wait to see what
Thank
happens.
you
so much.
Very
Goodbye.
excited.
Thank you.
All right, we are
Oh my
muted.
goodness.
Ah.
So when we meet up next week, we're going to start with an initiative roll, and then we're going to jump into combat.
Awesome.
Very exciting.
Awesome.
I'm
This is
scared
going
of
to be
listening.
this is going to be interesting because like you have an entire temple here.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah, we
Oh,
got
yeah.
to everyone on our way back
oh
out.
no.
Not necessarily
Bye.
because
Yeah.
were there not ways like secret passageways out? I mean, we're saying we don't have to potentially.
You can try it. You can try to sneak out.
Also
Sure.
intimidate. Be like, we killed your leader. We could kill you.
Let me stand up and switch to my phone's Discord.
Or maybe we just run for our lives.
That's a good idea too.
May not be the best choice given. I don't know if they might reform and attack the village again, but is an option.
Also, I think we got to kill them all because, or else they'll kill Fang.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Well, they don't. Oh yeah, I guess they think Fang is alive.
I say that we killed him. They don't respect the thing.
I feel so bad for Fang because you guys would do all of this. Let's say you sneak away. He still is going to come here to double check stuff. So if the other goblins think that, then yeah, I think they would just straight up kill him.
Yeah.
Looks like we're gonna have to kill this guy, Miku.
I have to go, guys, but it was fun. I'll see you guys.
Bye.
Have a good party.
Bye, Charms.
Oh my goodness.
This is
So
fun
even
group.
just- I know it's so funny seeing you guys come up with like ways to get out of fights. Like the talking thing was impressive.
It's so different from how we used to be in our last campaign.
I don't think you guys ever talked your way out of the fight.
No.
We tried that one time. Remember, we tried when we were in the abyss, and then we just immediately.
Yes, oh my god.
Okay.